Welcome, sweeties, Laura here. Come in, find a comfortable spot, and let the soft music settle your mind. Today we are going to do something very special and very gentle. We are going to embark on a quiet journey inward, using the wisdom of the tarot to help us understand a hurt that might be lingering just beneath the surface. Sometimes we carry a weight, a sadness, or a fear, and we believe we know its source. We point to a specific event, a loss, or a disappointment. But often, what we see on the surface is not the whole story. It is merely a mask that conceals a deeper, more tender wound that has been waiting for our kind attention. The purpose of our time together is not to stir up old pain for no reason, but to expose the root cause of our discomfort with the utmost care and compassion. This spread, the hidden wound spread, uses 3 cards to guide us from what we think is the problem to what truly needs our healing energy. So take a soft breath and let us begin. Before we reveal the card, this first placement, the mask, describes what you believe is causing the pain. It is the story your mind returns to, the visible problem you name. We honor it gently as a doorway, knowing it may not be the whole truth. Our first card, the one that represents the mask, is the 5 of Cups. Numbered 5, it draws the eye to a scene of profound sorrow. 3 cups have been spilled, their contents pooling like tears. Behind them, 2 cups remain upright and full, yet unnoticed. A dark river separates this sorrow from a shore with a sturdy bridge to a distant home. These symbols speak of loss, regret, and fixation on what feels irrevocably gone. In its exalted aspect, the 5 of Cups honors healthy grief and the courage to feel our disappointments. It grants permission to mourn what is gone and to be emotionally honest. It is the deep sigh, the cleansing cry, the quiet moment of acknowledging an ending. By honoring grief, we learn from it and find strength to turn around. In shadow, the 5 of Cups becomes a trap of perpetual melancholy. It fixates on past hurts, replaying the moment of loss again and again. It blinds us to present blessings and future opportunities. The bridge to healing is there, but we do not walk it. As the mask, the 5 of Cups, says, you believe a specific loss is the source of all your pain. Your gaze is fixed on the 3 spilled cups. The sadness is valid, but is it the whole story? It whispers that the true wound may be something the grief is masking. Name the mask with kindness, create space, and allow a wider scene to be revealed. Our second card question is the wound beneath, gently, honestly. It reveals the truest, often buried source of hurt. Let's take it slowly. Now card 2, the wound beneath, the 9 of Wands. Numbered 9, a weary yet standing figure is implied by symbols, a bandage, a single staff for support, and 8 wands forming a barricade. The stance is guarded, the gaze is watchful and wary. Symbols point to a deep-seated hurt and the need to remain on high alert. Exalted, the 9 of Wands is resilience, courage, and perseverance. It teaches wise boundaries and standing your ground when needed. After many trials, it is the determination to face the final challenge. Tested by fire, you emerge unbroken and profoundly wise. In shadow, protection becomes paranoia and hypervigilance. The fence hardens into a prison, keeping out love and help. The bandage becomes a constant reminder, and life is lived in a defensive crouch. It is exhausting to be perpetually on guard. As the wound beneath the mask of sorrow, the 9 of Wands reveals a truth. The fixation on grief protects a deeper fear. A past hurt left you feeling unsafe. You learned to expect another blow and built a wall of wands. Now you peer over that wall with suspicion, unable to rest. It is easier to mourn a known loss than to face the raw feeling of being unsafe. Honor your inner warrior for keeping you safe, and consider that the battle may be over. It may be safe to rest. The healing thread reveals the first, most necessary step toward mending the hurt. Card 3, the healing thread, Temperance. A major arcana, number 14, a powerful life lesson and spiritual force. The imagery is serene, a divine figure, calm and poised. One foot on land, one in water. Balance of the material and emotional worlds. Water pours between two cups, blending without a drop spilled. A path winds through a lush landscape toward the rising sun and distant mountains. Alchemy, balance, integration. Exalted, temperance teaches moderation in all things. It is the calm, steady hand that guides us away from extremes. Healing is not overnight. It is a slow, deliberate process. Find the middle path, synthesize your parts, move with purpose and grace. In shadow, balance becomes stagnation or avoidance. A fear of conflict keeps the peace while suppressing true needs. Indecisiveness waits for a perfect moment that never arrives, limbo instead of integration. As antidote to the Nine of Wands, where the wall is rigid and fearful, temperance is flexible, calm, centered. It offers the first step to mend the divided heart. Gently mix opposites, your fear and your desire for connection. Not a grand gesture, but a small, conscious, patient act on a sunlit path. The spread reveals 3 layers: the mask of grief, the wound of fear and hypervigilance, and the healing thread of balance and integration. You're looking at spilled cups. Behind you stands a wall of wands. The way out is to pour feelings and reason together. The first step is small, not tearing down the wall, just a tiny opening. Try this. Inhale peace, exhale fear, or write one safe, good thing each day. Turn your gaze to an upright cup. You don't have to discard fear to feel hope. Hold both. Take one small step toward trust. Be the angel in your own life. Moderate the extremes. Blend drop by drop. Examples for self or clients. In love, the mask may be they ignored me. The wound beneath is fear of abandonment. The healing thread is a gentle boundary and one honest ask. In career, the mask is that project failed. The wound beneath is fear of judgment. The healing thread is a small, consistent practice and one safe feedback request. In well-being, the mask is I'm always tired. The wound beneath is old hypervigilance. The healing thread is scheduled rest, breathwork, and one tiny trust-building action. Created by Laura, the Tarot Reader. Thank you for visiting the channel. If you are interested in learning more about tarot, we have a variety of playlists on the channel for you to explore. Consider subscribing to help us reach other kindred souls. Thank you again.